Hello guys, this Easy Reader is my only Timex in the collection, and it wasn't a planned addition, to be honest. Originally, this was a Christmas present for my father by my mom in 2010, if I remember correctly. But my old man have never been a watch person. Back then he used his watches to quote the train to work, but he took them off immediately when it wasn't necessary to wear one. Obviously, he was very disappointed when he got this Timex as a present before his retirement. So the watch took a rest in the drawer for 11 years. My mom wore it this year because her main watch was broken. But as a Christmas present, I bought her a nice ladies' Citizen, and I have two 6-slot watch boxes with some empty spaces, so now I can store this one too. That's the short story of this particular watch. Now let's see the measurements. The diameter is 35 millimeters, lug to lug 42 millimeters. The thickness is 8 millimeters, and the lug width is 18 millimeters. Small size, but this round K shape with the narrow lug design and the widely open wide dial make it looks bigger. So let me put this on to show you how it looks on my 6.5-inch wrist. By the way, I swapped the original poor quality leather band to this other leather strap of mine. But the watch still didn't work out for me. It was too dressy, and as a dress watch, it looks way too cheap for my eyes, like a fashion piece. And then I had this random idea, why not put this watch on my military style fabric strap? More casual, better suited for everyday use, and suddenly the design starting to work out for me. But it still doesn't look 100% pleasing for my eyes. On paper, I don't like chrome-plated cases, numerals with Times New Roman fonts on a dial, imbalanced date placements, and the tiny brand name surrounded with the huge numerals. I especially hate long overhangings on the other side of watch hands. But as I starting to look this Timex ironically, it suddenly became my funny Microsoft Word watch with a Christian cross in the middle. As a practical standpoint, this is by far my most legible watch. I can even read the time across the room. And if there are complete silence, I can also able to hear its loud ticking noise across the room. Okay, it's not that loud, and to be honest, I quite like the background ticking, a distinctive feature of the watch. Another one is the Indiglo backlight. Which was a groundbreaking invention of the brand back in the early 90s. Casio was just a follower, in this case, with their electroluminescence technology. For me, it looks strange on an analog watch, but that makes it special. And it's quite powerful. You can even use it to find the keyhole at night. Compare it to another watch of mine. The Easy Reader in some ways is the inverse of my SNK 381. Black on white versus white on black. Active backlight versus passive loom. Quartz versus automatic. Chrome plated brass versus stainless steel. The snap-on caseback versus screw-down caseback. What common to both watches are the basic 30 meters water resistance, some kind of mineral crystals, and similar case sizes. I always fascinated by the history of Timex watches, the early days of throwaway items and over-the-top TV commercials in the 1960s. It was the number one watch choice of the everyday working class people. Understanding why a lot of Americans have a place in their heart for Timex. Because to us, Europeans or non-Americans around the world, these watches doesn't mean that much. Just overpriced and most of the time worst alternatives to Casio. We need to do some homework and research to appreciate Timex. As far as their entry-level line concerned, such as the Easy Reader or the Weekender and the Expedition series. Vintage reissue models are a different category. In conclusion, I still don't prefer this Timex to any of my watches. A lot of them have a better build quality and case finishing. And even my more simple ones like this MQ24 are doing better job in the styling department. Okay guys, thank you for watching and Happy New Year. Bye.